Alright, hey, Hades Omega here, and welcome to another anime figure show and tell with Frederica Baumann from ReZero, Starting Life in Another World from Zero. Something around there. Okay, so it's always got some, which I just call it ReZero, okay? So this is one of those Tea Party figures from Kadokawa, alright? And this is one of the harder ones to find, is what I want to say, right? They're not cheap figures, okay? A lot of the stuff from Kadokawa isn't, all right. But I got a great deal on this figure, all right, guys. I think this is kind of a sought after figure. Frederica hasn't really shown up too much in the anime, is what I'm gonna say. She showed up a lot in the second season, and then in the third season that's airing right now, she's hasn't shown up at all. Okay, so. So that's a scoop, guys. All right. So I wanted to get this figure because I wanted another ReZero figure, right? And I think Frederica is hot. All right. Yeah, there was a scene where she takes her clothes off. It was I remember it. So how did I get this figure? I got her from Crunchyroll. Okay, all right, guys. I haven't ordered anything from Crunchyroll for a long time, and then I've started to order stuff from Crunchyroll again. Okay, because I had a bad experience ordering stuff from them many moons ago, all right? But I gave it a try again, all right? So this was part of a warehouse sale, all right? I couldn't believe how cheap the figures were. Yeah, it was one of their warehouse sales in February. I ordered her February 13th, 2024, all right? I got her for a sale price of $109.99, $110. So still not a cheap figure, all right, guys. Just yeah, it's definitely a triple digits figure, all right. And I bought her with a Ilulu figure, all right. And then I got her with free shipping also, so that's good. I think after like a certain dollar amount, they give you free shipping, so that's good. And she is already in the U.S., so I got her really quickly. Okay, so here's some more information from myfigurecollection.net. Okay, so this is a pre-painted figure. Classification is KDColle. All right, you can see KDColle right here. As a product line, all right. I think KD stands for Kadokawa Collection. Is my guess. All right. Origin is ReZero Kata Hajimaru Isekai Seikatsu. Okay, it's starting life in another world. Character Frederica Baumann. All right, if you guys don't know who she is, she's the head. She was the head maid. I don't know. Maybe she still is the head maid. She's the head maid at the Mather's mansion. Okay, that's who she is. All right. She's Garfiel's half sister also. Okay, and so the company is Kadokawa as the manufacturer. The artist is MIC or Mick, I guess, as the sculptor and color producer, right? So one person worked on this whole figure. We'll get to see their work. The version is the Tea Party version, all right? So there's a number of these Tea Party figures, all right, guys? There's an Amelia, there's an Echidna, I think there's a Rem and a Ram. I'm not 100%. Okay, yeah, there's a number of ReZero Tea Party figures, all right, from Kadokawa. And they're all like triple digit figures, all right? So this was released in November 8th, 2021. It was released a while ago for 17,000 JPY. I don't think this is up to date, all right? This is my figure collection post. There was a re-release. I remember it was like last year. So I think they re-released this last year, 2024, all right? Somewhere around 2024 this came out again, okay? They made another run of them. And this, I think this is one of them. Okay, but yeah, it does say it first came out in November 8th, 2021. All right, that was about about 4 years ago. All right, a little less than 4 years, for 17,000 yen. All right, so that's about 160 US dollars. Materials are ABS and PVC. Dimensions is 1/7 scale, with a height of 250 millimeters or 9.75 inches. Okay. I have here's a light novel VV Prototype Volume 4. All right, it's a it's a pretty big, it's kind of a big novel, I guess. And that's the size of the box. Okay, so it's a pretty tall figure. That's what I want to say. Okay. Okay, and so that's information from myfigurecollection.net, and I got her from Crunchyroll for $110. All right, so I think it was about $150 for this figure, so I think it's still a good deal. All right, I think it was on sale. I normally it's more than that. So, is anybody selling this figure? Let's see. Nin Games is selling this for 45,850 yen. I also want to mention this is kind of a rare figure. It's kind of hard to find it. Animota is selling one for 32,000 yen. Holy moly, that's like $300. Solaris has one for 19,715 yen. All right, that's about 170 bucks. Brand new. Even the pre-owned one is the same price. What's going on here? All right, so yeah, this is a kind of sought after figure, guys. Ninoma has one for 20,050 yen. All right, and it says somewhere here, a year ago, someone was selling one for $100. Lunar Toy Store was selling for $213. All right, so yeah, this is a kind of a hard, or it's kind of a rare figure, rare and expensive figure is what I'm gonna say. All right, I didn't make too many of these, but Crunchyroll has them in stock. So okay, so yeah, this is a brand new figure, guys. Okay, that I got from Crunchyroll. And it's not a cheap figure, okay? So, and then yeah, so the reason I wanted to do this is third season of ReZero is airing right now, all right, as I shoot this video. It's quite action-packed, the third season. Okay, so let's start the figure show and tell. Let's take a look at the box first, okay? So here we've got a tall yellow rectangular box. The window, I would say, man, that's close to like a 80. Let's go 75%. I think that's like a 75% window. Would this make a good box figure? Yes, this would make a good box figure. All right. Here you've got the Kadokawa, all right, or KDColle logo. All right, that's the kind of line of figures. Very high quality line of figures. All right, I've got a bunch of KDColle figures. Okay. Here's the starting life with another world logo. Okay, I just call it ReZero. Frederica Baumann is her name. Okay, this is Tea Party version. All right, and I think that's what it says in Japanese here. And this is a 1/7 scale pre-painted figure, I believe is what that says. And we got a Kadokawa logo down here. All right, and then we've got a kind of quarter, I call that a quarter shot of Frederica, all right, the actual figure. All right, and then yeah, you've got these kind of yellow borders over everything. It's a kind of different shades of yellow background. All right. Yeah, and if you guys don't know, yeah, she's the head maid at the Mather's mansion. Okay, she's a badass. All right, and she's also she's like a half beast woman. Okay, she could transform. She could transform into like a lion or something. Okay, so here you've got yeah, I would say that's close to like a 80% window. All right, Frederica Baumann Tea Party version. Here you've got a full shot of the figure. All right, huge window on the side. That's not very common. You don't really see huge side windows. Okay, it lets lots of light into the box so you can see it. So yeah, it makes a great box figure. All right, same information from the front. Here you've got a full shot of the figure and then another figure shot, a closer shot from a different angle. So here it says sculptor is Mick. All right, in Japanese. There's some other information back here. I'm not going to go over all of it, but it's for ages 15 and up. Don't give it to babies under 3. It's recyclable. There's an English label here about a choking hazard for children 3 and younger. Okay, around that age. Okay, and then here you've got a Good Smile support email. Website URL. I think this is just the title of the figure. All right, Kadokawa here. Another choking hazard in English So literally, you've got it like 3 times there. You've got this little baby, all right, the no, and universal no symbol for the baby. You've got a sticker here, all right, and then you've got this here. Okay, it literally mentions 3 times on the box not to put this around babies, okay, because they might eat it and die. Well, also this says there's a cancer thing, all right. Some kind of chemical on it causes cancer, guys. What doesn't, guys? Nowadays, all right. All right, and it's also made in China. What is it nowadays? Caution, product contains sharp edges. Okay. Man, there's a reason why people put these warnings on here, because in the past somebody has died or got injured from it. Okay, that's the reason why they have to put that there. All right, here's the UPC. All right, the universal barcode dealie, and then here you've got a Kadokawa sticker. All right, it's got the Kadokawa Phoenix, I think is what that is. All right, cool. All right, and it still continues with that yellow theme. All right, here you've got another picture of the figure. Is that the same as the one on the other side? Yeah, oh, it's a different angle. Okay. It's literally, it's the one from the back. Okay. All right, and then there's another huge window on the side. Okay, would make a great box figure. Am I going to take her out of the box? I think so. I think I'm gonna display her in a cabinet, guys, okay? So here you've got a window here, there. I'd say that's a 70% window. Well, let's call that 60%. Okay, same information on there, and then it's just yellow on the bottom. Okay, guys. All right. So let's start the unboxing. Okay, that's what the inside looks like. It's yellow. All right, no surprise. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like a wallpaper, a yellow wallpaper with like kind of diamonds. Okay, and it comes with some kind of information card. Handling instructions is what it says. Okay, it's more like don't give it to babies and stuff. All right. Okay, there she is, the lovely Frederica Baumann from the Mather's Mansion. Okay, she's serving the tea. She's doing her job. All right. So the assembly was pretty easy. Okay, it came out in two pieces pretty much, and a lot of plastic. I think there was a plastic here. There's a plastic here. There's a plastic on her hair. There's a plastic on here. And then there's a plastic on this, and then there's like a foam thingy somewhere. Yeah, man, they did their best to make sure nothing got scratched in transit, is what I want to say, okay? However, I don't know, man, the skirt is all scratched up. What the heck? Look at this. Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it through the thing, man. So this figure is like already damaged, man. What the hell? All right, it's beautiful figure, man. But yeah, what the heck, man? I guess maybe the journey to Hayes Omega's office was too much for her. Okay, all right. But anyway, there she is, the lovely Frederica Baumann. She's held on to the base. All right, it's got this vanilla base. All right, guys, it's just a white base. It's got 2 metal pegs. All right, there's square metal pegs. And then there's one in each leg. All right, there's a kind of like a raised plastic one here. I also want to note it was kind of hard to get her on the base. I was able to get this foot in, and then this foot didn't quite reach here, so I had to stretch her foot so it would fit in the peg. All right, guys. So she ain't coming out. Well, she ain't coming out easily, is what I want to say. All right. So there it is. All right. So pretty simple assembly. And then so yeah. So let's go. Hazemega's gonna take a closer look at this figure, and then I will tell you guys what I think about it. All right. And we'll take a closer look at it, the details. Okay. There's some like dirt and stuff. Oh, yeah. There's. I thought that was a scratch, man. There's a lot of black paint on this figure. Okay. So there she is. See you guys in a bit. Okay, I have looked her over. All right, guys, and yeah, it's a nice figure. All I can say is, like, man, if you're gonna pay like $300 or more than $200 for this figure, I don't think it's worth it. Okay, guys, it's a nice figure, but yeah, it's just kind of, it's kind of meh, all right, but anyway, let's start at the base and we'll work our way up. All right, so now we begin the scrutinization process. All right, guys. So there's the base. All right, the base is this round, simple round base. All right, it's about the same size as the figure. Actually, I kind of like it's the perfect size for the figure, is what I'm gonna say. Okay, it's a gloss white. All right, I don't think it's painted. I think it's just the way it's molded. Do I see any nub marks on the base? Not really. Maybe there's something like here. All right, is it flat? Yeah, I would say it's flat. All right. Yeah, believe it or not, there are some bases that like are not flat. Okay, like I mentioned, she's got 2 pegs holding her up. All right, 1 per foot, and they're steel ones. All right, or metal ones. So it's pretty tough. Well, will this figure be a leaner in the future? No, I don't think so. She's like pretty much standing straight up and down. So yeah. So yeah, she's wearing these long boots. All right. It's kind of weird. Do maids really wear those kind of boots? Yeah, so it's like a long black boot. All right, leather. It's probably like a black leather boot, and it goes up just below the knee. Okay, it just goes up to just below the knee. The paint looks very nice on the boots. All right, it's supposed to be a black, and it looks like it's kind of got like some gray shading. It kind of gets lighter on the top, sort of, kind of. All right. Okay. The soles are black. All right. There's no panel lining or at all or anything. It's kind of just all just one color, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of got like a texture to it or something. All right. Very nice. Okay. So here's an extra surface for you guys. All right. So we're gonna go take a look underneath her skirt because I got a good look under there when I was putting her together. Right. Okay, so she's wearing a thigh-high stockings, all right? They look pretty thick, too, that's what I'm going to say. All right, it is, yeah, I know, it's kind of hard to see in there. I think it has some kind of shading on it. It has, like, some kind of gray shading, all right? And you can see some like, ruffles on the side here, all right? A little bow in the front. All right, let's see. Let me see if I can get up in there more. Okay, there you go. I'm using my phone to light up her lovely gams. All right, so yeah, that's it. I know the skirt is like so long, like this. It's not a very sexy outfit. All right, but she's a very beautiful woman. All right, yeah. So I think it's like the finish is a flat finish. Yeah, because you don't really see any light reflect off of it. See, this is a matte finish. It's a little shinier. This doesn't have any shine to it, so this is a flat finish. All right, same for both. I know you can barely see the back, guys, but there's these little diamonds on the top here, and then it looks like there's like a little kind of like elastic band or something going around it, and it's black. All right, you can see it. It goes in and out. Very good attention to detail. I think there is a shading on the knees also. All right, they put so much detail on this, and then they hide it with the skirt, man. It's kind of sad, if you ask me. All right, and then yes, there's a garter strap. All right, there's a garter strap that goes up here. All right, and then it goes to the garter around her waist. All right, if you can see high up enough in there, all right, guys. But you have to really like you have to hold her upside down if you really want to see the goods, all right, guys, and they're white, okay, guys. All right, so that very nice. All right, yeah, I like the paint and everything. Yeah, you can. So yeah, you can also see some skin. All right, Frederica's not showing a lot of skin in this figure, all right, but she sure shows a lot of skin when she rips this uniform off in the anime. Okay. Yeah, and so she's got some nice, fair colored skin. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, it's not too dull, not too glossy, just right. All right, very nice. Okay, so that's a little extra service for you guys. Okay, so let's take a look at the bottom part of the dress. All right, we've taken a look at her legs. All right, the stockings and all that stuff. Yeah, it tucks into the boot here, just in case you're wondering. Yes, it tucks in there nicely. Very nice. Good attention to detail. All right. And then so here's the bottom of the skirt. All right, it's a very long made uniform. All right. It's got kind of 2 layers to it. It has this inner layer, this white inner layer, that's kind of got these kind of frilly triangle stuff here. All right, it looks pretty thick too. I guess I hope in the summertime. I hope this is a wintertime uniform, because in the summertime it'd be hot to wear this thing, man. Yeah, and then you've got this black part that's on the outside, and it has this white border around all of it. Okay. Here you can see, I guess maybe they used a decal or something, or a sticker or something. You can see here it overlap a little bit, right? You can see some shiny stuff, right? You can also kind of see like a kind of clear, transparent kind of background type of thing. Like, you know, the decal's not cut like it's perfectly. All right, so yeah, they use some kind of decal to put this on, and it looks okay. All right, guys, I'm not gonna say it's the best, all right, but it's not. It's pretty strong though. All right, so they didn't use a paint; they used a decal. It looks pretty good. Okay, but yeah, here you can see it. I think it's overlaps right here, because I see some shiny stuff here. That, or the decal didn't stick very well. All right, here too. Okay, not triple digit stuff, guys. All right, it's not perfect. All right, okay, so let's move on up. Sorry, I had that low camera angle. All right, so we're gonna go higher up into the dress. So it's got this what looks like an apron attached to the front here, sort of, kinda. It's just kind of hanging out there. Very nice. It's looks like it's a flat color. All right. The black is like a matte color, because I get a little reflection off of it. There's not a whole lot of reflection off of this, but it is white. All right. All right. There's some like dirt on the figure. I found in a couple places. Okay, so obviously there's this figure is damaged already. All right, it's brand new and it's damaged. All right. I didn't do it, guys. All right. Maybe the plastic wrap caused his scratches and stuff, but yeah, there's a bunch of scratches like right here. It's very noticeable, and you can feel it. Like if you touch it, yeah. Oh yeah, it's bad, man. Like a gash. There's like a gash on it, like they dropped it or something. Okay, so that's some QC issues there, guys. All right, not good. I'm not very happy with that. All right. If I had paid more for this figure, I know I'm like disappointed because it's already a triple digit figure. You know, it should be perfect for triple digits, man. All right, so let's take a look at her midsection. All right, it's got like there's a black section on her tummy here. All right, and then so there's these little kind of flaps that come out here on the front. It's got the same kind of white borders as the bottom of the skirt. All right, this actually look better than the bottom ones. All right, and you can tell it's kind of a decal. So, and then here is kind of like a high slit right here, and then it goes to this these 2 long tails in the back. All right, that go all the way down. Very nice, nice molding. It looks pretty smooth. The black paint looks pretty good also. All right, it would look better if there was no scratches on the side of the dress, unfortunately. Okay, guys. And then, yeah, so the center has these kind of like bows or ribbons. Okay. It's the Mather Mansion's made uniforms. Okay. It's very nice. All right, and so there's these white part here that holds her boobies up. All right, guys. She's got a very big pair. Okay. Probably about as big as Rem's is what I'm gonna say. Okay, and then yeah. So those are white part here. All right, it's the same finish as the front white part right here. All right. I'm thinking there might be like a under dress on this, and then this overlaps on this, sorta. Like there's like a boob window here, but it's covered by this, and then I guess it continues on down here. I'm not 100%. I don't really know how these maid outfits work. Do they really have a maid outfit like this? All right, because it's very nice. Okay, and then yeah, it's got these black laces on it. All right, it kind of goes like it goes in and out, in and out. All right, it's like stitched around it. Very nice. Okay, you get the cleavages, all right, but you kind of have to really look up there. You have to look up and down if you want to see them, guys. Okay. All right, there's the side boob area. All right, there's not too much side boob. All right, there's very little skin on this figure. All right, guys. And then yeah, so here are the sleeves. All right, you've got like a poofy section right here. And then it gets tighter, and then it flares out again. It's kind of intricate uniform. All right, and then the bottom is white, just like the bottom of the dress. Okay. It looks very warm, man. All right, and then she's holding up this tray with the tea. All right, she's serving the tea. It looks like she's gonna drop it too, because it's like kind of like at an angle. All right. It's silver. Okay, yeah, it's a silver color. You can kind of see like a nub mark right here. All right, and then there's the teacups. And I think there's nothing in there. Let me take a look. I know you guys can't see there. There's nothing in the cups, okay, guys? And then they're like a kind of pink and blue color. Right? There's some kind of a circle, or it looks like a sun design or a cog or something. Okay, and then they're on two saucers. Okay, and then there's a handle right there. Very nice. It already came attached. All right, and then there's her hands. They look like hands, and she's holding it up. All right, and then yeah, you can see into the sleeve quite a ways. Very nice. Okay, and then there's the other arm. So this is it's got the poofy sleeves, and it poofs out at the end. Very nice. There's that kind of white border around everything. All right, lots of black with white stripes and stuff. Okay. And yes, you can see in there. And there's her hand. Does she have any kind of nail paint? Yeah, I think so. She's got some kind of glossy colored paint on her fingernails. All right. She's got some really pointy fingers. Remember, she's a half beast, guys. She's a demi beast, right? That's what they call them. Okay, and then so she's got her hand up to holding her, almost like kind of over her mouth. All right, she's trying to hide her mouth. She has the shark teeth, guys. Okay, she has green eyes. Looking off to the right. All right, her mouth is closed. She's got a smile on her face. All right, she's got there's her eyebrows. She's got some thick eyebrows. They're and they're like a blonde colored. Okay, they're yellow. Very nice. All right, can we see anything from the back of the uniform? She's got such long hair; it just covers everything. All right, you know what her hair reminds me of? Her hair reminds me of Shinobu from Bakemonogatari. All right, anyway, so here's the back. There's a big white ribbon back here, but you can't see it all that much. All right, and then it looks like the back stops here. All right, and then there's like an open spot where you can see her back, but you can't see it because of the hair, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, it's just kind of hard to see around there. Also, there's this white frilly stuff here that goes over the sleeve. Yeah, it's very intricate uniform. It's nice. The Mathers family has a good taste, so I say. They have fancy made uniforms. Okay, they want their maids to look good. Okay, and then so there's this she's wearing like a collar dealie here, or I guess it attaches the two sides together, sorta, and it goes around her neck. All right, it's all this ruffles and frilly stuff, and then there's a black ribbon right there. Okay, and then the last thing to take a look at is her hair. All right, so there's her hair. All right, it's a blonde. She's a blondie. All right, guys. She's got this long, beautiful blonde hair. All right, it looks like a bunch of bananas. All right, but the good bananas. Well, you know, there's one banana right here. Yeah, there's a banana right there. It's a nice looking banana. All right, that's what I call these. There's this piece of hair that this looks like they just kind of pasted on there, and it doesn't look like it's part of the hair. It's a banana, but it's a nice banana. All right, that's what I'll say. All right. Okay. Yeah. So she's got the bangs. All right. It's just goes together in the front here, and then it opens up, and then she's got these forelocks that go down. All right. One of them goes down to where her chest is. All right. And the other, yeah, they pretty much go down to where her chest is. Okay, and then she's wearing this headband here. All right, it's a flat white. All right, and then we got a bunch of hairs coming out here. All right, she doesn't have the smoothest hair. That's what I want to say. It just kind of, it's almost like, it looks like bed hair, right? Okay, and then she's got this long hair that goes all the way down to her butt. Past her butt, pretty much. All right. Looks very nice. Paint looks good. I don't see any scratches on it at all. Molding looks good. There's that one thing that looks kind of like a banana. All right. Yeah, it looks like all the tips look like bananas. Okay, and then there's the inside. Okay, and so that's pretty much it for the show and tell. It's a very nice figure. All right, the paint is pretty nice. It's not a whole lot of color to this figure. It's just a lot of black and white, guys. Okay, the boots look really nice. All right, the dress looks nice. However, there's all those scratches and stuff there. Oh my god, it looks awful, man. And it's also like kind of like in the front of the figure too, where you would view her. You would kind of want to view her like maybe kind of like that or a little bit, something like that. All right. And so this is part of the Tea Party figures from Kadokawa. All right, there's a bunch of them. There's like an Amelia, an Echidna. I think there's the Petra. All right, whether I'm gonna get the other ones in the future, I don't know. I might get the Echidna one. The reason why this figure is so expensive is because there are no other figures of Frederica. I think this is like the only one, all right, unless there's some kind of garage figures. Yeah, this is the only figure of Frederica, and she doesn't really show up too much in the ReZero anime so far, all right? In the second season, she got a lot of screen time, but in the third season, we don't see her at all, all right? We see Garfield a lot, right? At the mansion, doing her thing, all right? So it is a very nice outfit she's wearing, though. It's very intricate and everything. So I didn't mention, it's purple back here, right? It's kind of like a dark purple. There's a lot of attention to detail, all right? Lots of detail on this figure. Lots of detail in this uniform, all right? I also have I have the REM uniform. The REM uniform is similar, all right? This one is just kind of more, yeah, this one is actually longer. The dress is longer than the REM one. I have the Good Smile Company REM maid figure, all right? She's wearing her maid uniform. I'll put a link to that show and tell at the end of the video if you want to check that out. This could be their winter uniform also, all right? I think the Mathers Mansion maids have like two uniforms. They have like a winter uniform, kind of like a summer uniform, right? And so maybe Rem is wearing the summer uniform, and Frederica is wearing the winter uniform in this figure. Okay, because yeah, this one looks kind of long and it looks thick. There's like multiple layers to it and everything. If I remember correctly, yes, there actually is a winter uniform Rem and Ram figures. I think that Pop-Up Parade has them. Because the other Ram figure that I have, the uniform is smaller, right? It's shorter. Maybe they'll make a summer uniform with Frederica. I don't know, right? Because like, yeah, man, that uniform looks hot. Like literally looks hot. Like you would sweat in it if it was like the summertime. Poor Mados. All right. Okay, so that's the end of the show and tell. Thanks for watching. All right, I will put some links to other ReZero figures and yeah, that other Rem figure. Yes, she's the head maid from from the Mather's Mansion, okay, in ReZero. And then she like leaves for a while and then she comes back. All right, so and that's Frederica. All right, so thanks for watching. Hayes Meg out. I'll get some 360s and close-ups. That's the end of the show and tell.